There's always another way.
Hello? Toriel?
Is something wrong, Cory?
I just thought I heard someone.
And you thought it was Toriel?
I wasn't sure. We didn't exactly cover our tracks coming this way. I'm sure she could find her way to us if she wanted to.
If she changes her mind, you mean?
Maybe. I really do think she's changed, Flowey. I just don't know into what.
Maybe we should check around, just to be sure.
That's a great idea. I don't think I'll be able to go back to sleep until I'm certain there's no one around.
Should we wake up Doggo?
He'll only worry. I'll scout our surroundings. You just keep an eye on the hut, and we should be okay. Was that an owl? I didn't realize owls live down here in the underground.
They didn't. Well, they don't. But a few things got trapped down here over the years.
Like me. And all those kids. The ones in Toriel's graveyard. All the things that fell down from the surface.
Are you okay? Saying all that couldn't have been easy.
It seems so much more horrible to me because I can relate to it more. I know how awful this is to say, but monsters are still new to me. And in some ways, it's hard to believe what's before my eyes right now. Dying and turning to dust seems so fantastical, but graves, that I understand.
I know how you feel.
How are you doing with all of this? I mean, the first time I ran into you, Toriel nearly roasted you into nothingness.
Yeah, not my favorite moment now that you mention it.
It's all because of you that I wanted to go back and save her.
Love makes people do strange and awful things.
That's a dark thing to say.
But it's true, isn't it? Think about why Toriel killed those children. In a dark way, she was trying to protect them. She wanted to save them from the worst that was down here in the underground. And in doing that, she became the worst thing imaginable.
Everything's just so complicated, isn't it? When I was little, I thought that love was good and fear was bad. But love can be bad sometimes, and embracing fear can be good. It doesn't make sense.
Do you ever wish things could go back to the way they were? Back when things were black and white?
It was so much simpler, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But the easy way isn't always the right way.
No, it isn't. Actually, Cory, I have to tell you something. Something that probably isn't going to make you really happy. Probably the opposite, actually.
What is it, Flowey?
You said you told Papyrus you were going off to kill other monsters. Do you remember that?
Of course.
I just thought you said he wanted proof. At least then, they might not have died in vain.
Flowey, I don't even know what to say.
It wasn't your fault that they died. You can't blame yourself for what happened. No matter what, you promised them in the beginning. You did what you could. And if this will keep you safe, I'm sure they'd want you to use it.
Here's hoping we don't have to.
Are you going to confront him directly?
No way. He'll always have the upper hand when it comes to strength.
And that's usually the last thing you'd say about a skeleton, you know, because they don't have muscles and all.
Yeah, I got it, Flowey. No, I think I still have to play it cool if we're gonna get Connie back.
Doggo and I aren't going to be able to come waltzing back into the village with you.
It's such a shame. I'm sure Doggo knows Papyrus' castle well enough for you two to sneak in. But if we had to move in a hurry, he'd go to pieces.
But where will he be safe?
The Snowdin Inn. There's only that mouse there, Muriel. And she may have even cleared out by now, after the way Connie lit into her when we were there.
If I stay out of sight until you're safely inside Papyrus' castle, maybe I can sneak in after you to help.
Why are you always so eager to risk yourself along with me, Flowey?
I just think no one should ever have to be alone, especially if they're doing the right thing.
Thanks. It means a lot to me, you know? Not having to do this alone. That's what I keep hoping about this thing.
That there's a tiny flower monster inside it who will always keep you company?
If only. That it would be useful somehow. Helpful. But so far it's only gotten us into a heap of trouble.
You seem kinda...
Obsessive?
I was gonna say fixated. It just sounds unhealthy the way you talk about it.
I know what it must look like, and I can't put my finger on it, but this locket is special somehow. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and not knowing where is driving me nuts.
As long as it doesn't distract you from what has to be done, If you lose focus now, it's Connie who will suffer.
I haven't forgotten. Come on, we better get back. If we're not going to go back to sleep, we might as well keep moving. What happened to this place?
Looks like Papyrus is making the most of the time you were away.
He's going to war.
Are you still dead set on going back there to him?
Dead set may be the exact right phrase, Flowey. We have to stop this, now more than ever, or innocent monsters are going to die.
I don't know how innocent some of them are.
For every Asgore or Undyne, there's a you and a Doggo, Flowey. Letting them get torn to shreds at the hands of Papyrus's army won't be any kind of justice.
Do you think we can sneak me and Doggo into the Snowdin Inn without anyone seeing us?
I think so. Looks like everyone's so focused on those war machines that they're not paying attention to much else. Guess I should probably head straight to Papyrus's castle. At least then we can be sure that no one will be looking your way as you sneak into the inn. There's no way Papyrus is going to keep me anywhere but in the castle, so I'll try to leave a torch in my window so you'll know where I am.
I'll come find you later tonight, and we can spring Connie from the dungeon.
What are you going to do if they catch you sneaking in?
Just pretend to be a regular flower, I guess.
You're really brave, you know that? Both of you. Be careful out there.
You too.
Here we go.
My spies report that they haven't seen you in the village for days. I don't suppose you'd care to tell me where you've actually been.
I got a little carried away.
This is barely a handful of dust. Not even a full monster's worth.
You said bring back proof, not a bunch of dust. I brought what I needed. The rest just blew away.
And the rabbit?
She was weak. I put her out of her misery.
Excellent, excellent. I'm delighted to see my preparations haven't been in vain. Clearly your willpower is stronger now, if nothing else. And with my own personal human by my side, I, the great Papyrus, will be unstoppable.
Whatever my liege commands.
Oh, that does sound nice. Doesn't it sound nice, Sans?
Yeah, boss. It's a real loyal human you got there.
Captain Papyrus, we have what you asked for.
Commanded, not asked for. Dogamy, you idiot!
Sorry, Dogaressa. My lord.
Without Alphys' cameras, Undyne will be blind.
In both eyes this time. She'll know we're coming, but she won't stand a chance. Do take him upstairs to his chamber, brother. We'll have a lavish ceremony tomorrow to celebrate Cory's return, and then to war with the underground.
As you wish, Commander Papyrus.
Commander, yes, and soon enough, King.
Here's where you'll stay, at least presumably.
I need to talk to you.
Papyrus will notice if I'm gone too long.
Then we'll talk quickly. You told me to go back to Toriel's.
I advised you it might be helpful to retrace your steps.
Can you cut the cryptic nonsense for like a minute? Toriel didn't help me. She tried to kill me, and then she left.
Curious.
Curious? That's all you have to say. You give Toriel that awful machine to suck the life out of creatures, and when she decides she's just gonna wander away from it and everything else, all you have to say is curious?
It is curious. Perplexing, even.
Can't you at least just tell me which side you're on?
Here's a question for you, Cory. Why do you keep assuming I have a side?
You.
Your side, Toriel's side, Papyrus' side. To take any side would be to not take the side of someone else. Surely you must realize that.
I guess. I never thought about it that way.
I help you insofar as I'm able to. I help Toriel and Papyrus insofar as I'm able to. Sides have nothing to do with it.
But somehow I doubt you tell anyone what you're really up to. Whatever it is that you're trying to achieve.
That is for me to know. But you must admit there's a difference between being against a person and keeping one's plans to oneself.
I guess that all depends on where you're standing. Why would you give Toriel that machine unless you wanted her to use it?
Sometimes we do foolish things, Cory. Even me. Sometimes we give someone a thing in the hopes that they won't use it. Against all odds, you hope they aren't the person you fear they've become.
That's so dangerous. You're saying you just handed her the power to destroy?
When a person wants power, they'll do anything to attain it, even if it's the wrong way. When that happens, there's only destruction.
So you were trying to limit the damage?
I wanted it to end. The pain, the suffering, none of it had to be this way. The way it's all become. Connie's down in the cells where you broke in before. You'll have to avoid the Snowdin Canine unit. What's left of it anyway. But once you've liberated Connie, all you'll have to do is climb out the window to freedom.
What about her cell door? Is it protected the way the Froggett's was?
No, it's just a standard lock. You should be able to pick it quite easily, if you're familiar with that kind of thing.
And how am I supposed to open this door?
Just by turning the handle. I wouldn't lock up an honored guest, unless Papyrus ordered me to do it, of course.
Of course.
I don't suppose... Hazel?
There's a difference between being against a person and keeping one's plans to oneself.
She's safe then. Fair enough.
Phew, you're okay. I was worried sick that you were gonna get caught.
The dogs are down in the main hall. I thought they'd smell me for sure, but they're pretty distracted.
2 of them came into Papyrus's throne room when I was there. They were holding broken cameras. Flowey, who's Alphys?
Alphys, Undyne's girlfriend. If you think Papyrus is bad, you definitely don't want to mess with either of them.
Alphys is a warrior too?
No, she's a scientist. If she's backing Undyne, then this war is going to be a catastrophe. Papyrus conscripting all the monsters in Snowdin Village into his army. I can only imagine Undyne and Alphys are doing the same in Waterfall.
The longer we stay here, the more danger we're in.
So to the dungeons?
To the dungeons we go.
Someone's coming.
Quick, we'll have to sneak out that door. We've got to hide.
Here, behind this pillar.
Great. It's a dead end. We're trapped.
I'm serious. I think I really smell something.
You just wish the great Papyrus would pay attention to you, Dogamy. Your nose hasn't worked right for years.
That's not true.
Of course it is! You're always trying to undermine me. Bet you think Papyrus would listen to you a lot more if I wasn't around?
We have to figure out how to distract them.
Lesser Dog, was that you? Huh? Keep your snow to yourself, do you hear that? If you're gonna make more of those stinking snow dogs, at least don't throw your dig pile all over me.
It just fell from the roof, Dogaressa.
Protecting him, huh? You would, wouldn't you, Dogamy? After all, I'm well too tired and no fun anymore. Isn't that right, Dogamy?
We just have to get past them somehow.
So it was you, Greater Dog. Thought I wouldn't notice, huh?
No? Go scratch that dog. The one in front of you.
What? No way! I don't want to lose the few pellets I have left. You go scratch him.
You're closer. If I move, they'll see me. Besides, remember what happened with Doggo?
Fine, but it's on you if they make me into a nasturtium sandwich.
Dogaressa, lesser dog.
Isn't my concern, because I'm talking to greater dog right now, Dogamy. It's so impolite to interrupt.
But his neck.
Has it got snow on it? Because my neck has snow on it, and that's kind of the focus of my attention. Dogamy, what in the underground is wrong with you? What makes you think a lesser dog's neck is... Oof! Lesser dog's neck is... It's... hilarious!
Yeah, it's pretty funny, huh?
He looks like a giraffe dog. I forgot how daffy he looks with his neck like. Haven't seen that in forever. Did you just throw a snowball in my face?
He got you good, Dogaressa.
Oh yeah? Well, how about this?
Come on, this way.
I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna get ya.
No, I'm gonna get you first.
Just a little bit further, and... Papyrus!
As I suspected, you're a traitor, human. Whatever you came here for, it wasn't to help me triumph over Undyne and Asgore. But no matter, I've got another use for you. Dogaressa, Dogamy. Whatever you're doing out there, stop it! It's undignified and unbecoming of royal guards. Now, get in here and follow me with this prisoner. I think we've had enough for one last amusement before the invasion begins.
What is this place?
Patience, my sweet. Talk about unbecoming.
Cory!
Connie, you're okay.
No thanks to Mr. Tall, Pale, and Bony.
Enough of that. Rabbit, you'll have plenty of time for catching up in just a moment. Sans, Dogaressa, you may do the honors.
Look, I'm going, all right?
Go faster.
I am, of course, heartbroken to have been so wretchedly deceived by this human. However, I am positively giddy at this chance to exact my revenge.
You want us to just stand here?
If you can, you see, if either of you moves to the center of the beam, the whole thing will unbalance, and the other one will be thrown into the lava.
But if we stay right where we are, this whole thingamajig's gonna stay balanced.
We're not gonna move, Papyrus. Neither of us is going to kill the other.
I'm so glad you pointed that out. Cory, it's the perfect time for me to remind Connie here that you did kill dear, sweet Hazel.
Cory?
Wait, Connie, he's lying.
And with that, our challenge begins. Who will triumph? The grieving ground dweller or the swine from the surface? I can hardly wait to find out.
Where's Hazel?
If I may offer one last teeny interjection, I believe she might be in here. What's left of her anyway.
I didn't kill Hazel, Connie. You know me. You know I couldn't do that.
You also left me to rot down here without so much as a goodbye.
I just wanted to hurry. I wanted to get back here and save you. Fix all this.
Whether or not you were the one holding the blade, if she died out there, it's your fault, Cory. She hadn't been out there on her own for years. How was she supposed to survive? You can't just yank people around however you want because you think it's going to fix things.
Oh, this is delicious.
I know you're mad at me, Connie, but don't listen to Papyrus. He's trying to turn us against each other. I didn't send her off alone.
You didn't bring her back here. That was the deal you made with Papyrus, wasn't it? You were supposed to bring her back.
Yes, but
How am I supposed to believe you? How can I believe that my sister isn't dead? All you brought back was dust.
Connie, wait.